Welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. It's your girl Rashida. It is February 14th, you guys. And what does that mean? Happy Valentine's Day. Guess what I'm showing you how to make? This double chocolate fudge brownie. It's so delicious and great for a day like this. Here are the ingredients I use for this recipe. Of course, chocolate. I have some bittersweet chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar, eggs, oil, flour, butter, vanilla, so on and so forth. Let's get started. To start off, I'm going to melt my butter. I'm using 2 sticks of butter. Melt that, and I'm making a brown butter. So that gives it a little extra nutty flavor. So we just melt the butter and cook it a little bit longer, probably for about 5 to 10 minutes, keeping an eye on it, because it does melt fast, but I'm making a brown butter. So taking that 2 sticks and melting it over about a medium to medium high heat. And then you'll notice the color change. The color will change to like a amber brown, and that's when you want to turn the heat off. So right now I'm just browning the butter, first step, so that I have brown butter and that it will begin to cool. Once that step is done, I'm then going to add in my chopped. This is bittersweet chocolate, like a 60% cacao, 6 ounces, 4 to 6 ounces of just this chopped chocolate, and that's going to quickly melt into that butter. And I'm giving it a quick stir, and then it's going to smooth out, and you'll see I have that buttery chocolate mixture right there. So that's one layer. That's one layer of that chocolate flavor. So as I stir that, then I'm going to go ahead and start on my next ingredients. I'm using a bowl to mix my eggs and sugar together for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Want to combine them very, very well. So I'm mixing in 3 eggs at room temperature, of course. Then I'm going to add to that the brown sugar. And it is a half a cup of brown sugar that I used. And I'm going to mix it very, very well. Like I said, about 2, 3, 4 minutes, just to make sure that the brown sugar dissolves well into the eggs. And I meant to say I'm using a large bowl because this is the big bowl that everything is going to ultimately go in. So once I mix the butter and the brown sugar, as you see that was nice and smooth, I'm adding in the powdered sugar. We're not using white granulated sugar. For this recipe, I'm using powdered sugar. That's 1 cup, 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And just continuing in this video, it's going to be a lot of mixing as I add in the ingredients. Mix, mix, stir, stir. We have the eggs, we have the brown sugar, and now we're adding in the powdered sugar and just mixing that well. That probably only take about a good minute or so until it's smooth. Next, I'm going to add in my cocoa powder, and you can use a Dutch cocoa powder or just a regular cocoa powder. Dutch is a little bit stronger in your chocolate flavor, but I'm adding in a half a cup of the cocoa powder. And I'm also, this is the time when everything is cooling off, so it's going to be time to add in that chocolatey butter mixture that I cooked on the stove. So this is all the chocolate. These are all the layers of chocolate. We have cocoa powder, we have melted bittersweet chocolate, we are coming around with some more chocolate. So it's definitely a decadent, rich brownie that you're just sure to love, especially if you love chocolate. Mixing everything well, well, well. This is mixy, mixy. It doesn't take long, really. Once everything is ready, it's just basically adding it in a bowl and mixing it together. Now you see that nice batter. We're almost done. Not quite yet, but you see that nice shiny consistency. Next in the bowl is a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm using regular milk. The recipe called for dry milk powder, powdered milk, but I don't keep that in my cabinet. So I had some milk, so I'm improvising, and it still turned out delicious. Added in my milk. Lastly, we're adding in the flour and the oil. And flour is just a little bit of flour, unlike a cake, a 1/2 cup of regular flour, a 3 tablespoons of oil, and the flour is the stabilizer. So that's what stabilizes all the chocolate, all the eggs, everything. It just stabilizes it and makes it that nice, chewy, fudgy brownie. 1/2 cup of flour. This is it, y'all. Oh, I do have one more treat. Once that's mixed in, guess what's coming up next? If this is not enough, oh, the chocolate chips. Oh, the semi-sweet chocolate chips. Taking it up a notch. These chocolate chips will keep their texture. So when you bite into that brownie, you'll also have some chocolate chips that you're biting into. And that's the batter. Look at that. Looks so, so good. Get my pan ready. It's Valentine's Day, y'all. So why not put it in a heart-shaped spring-form pan? That's what I'm doing. But if you don't have one, just use a standard 8x8 baking pan or a 9x13. Those will be perfect. Preheated my oven to 350 degrees, adding in all this wonderful chocolate batter into this. Like I said, it's a spring-form pan. It's a pan that you can make cheesecakes in. Um, as you see, I'm making the brownies in it for the first time because it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to get this ready to go into the oven. It's going to bake. It baked longer than I thought. It baked about 45 to 50 minutes, I think, because the pan was small. And look at her. Oh, she looks so good. She's a little warm. Got to let her cool off. So I'm just getting her ready to remove. I'm going to remove the sides of the pan. And then you'll see my double chocolate fudge brownie is ready. It's hot. It's fresh. All you need is some vanilla ice cream, a little bit of whipped cream, some strawberries, whatever you want to add to it, or just eat it as is. It's delicious. You want this on your dessert table any time of the year. It just happens to be Valentine's. Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me, baking with me today. I'm so glad to have you. Until the next time, have a blessed day, a blessed week. Have a happy Valentine's, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.